What's up, guys? I'm Joe.
And I'm Blair.
And you're on the air with Joe and Blair.
Damn.
That's right.
Yo, what's up? So, we got our guest.
Hold on, I got you.
Yep. So, that's who we got. Casper. You want to say anything to the fans, Casper?
Hey guys,
Hey guys, I'm a real boy. Oh yeah. Oh man, who in here? Man, what the fuck?
who do we got?
He said Blair ASMR. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So, on an episode of On the Air with Joe and Blair.
You gotta get those mouth things in there.
Yeah. So, how y'all doing today? I just want y'all to throw it back.
Smack them.
Smack them lip. Smack them lip. How's the day been, man?
Man, it's been all right. Been doing work stuff. Like, you think that, like, just being home, you'd be like, oh, I get it done real quick, and then you'd be done with it. It weighs on you even more at home.
Yep.
Because, like, at work, you get it done, you're done, it's fine. Like, here, it's just like, I can put it off. And put it off. And then you put it off too long, and then you got to hurry up and do it, and it takes a lot longer than you thought.
Yep, I hear you on that.
How about you? How's work going?
It's going good. I'm still waiting for my unemployment. You know, have that cash coming in. And I see that I'm kind of getting a lot, and I'm like, damn, I don't even want to go back to work. Like, can y'all just hold off on opening up my job so I can just kind of rack up some money?
Because you get no matter what you get, you also get the $600 a week on top of everything, right?
Yeah. So I'm getting that on plus my little base pay. So it'd be nice, get that weekly and.
But it only goes for 4 months, or how many months?
Actually, what's funny, I saw my paper. It actually said it expires next year.
It goes for a full year?
I don't think the 600 goes for a full year. That's additional 600.
Or just maybe until 2021?
The base pay part. Like on my piece of paper, it literally said March 28th, 2020 to March 28th, 2021.
Okay.
I think that's just for the base pay that I'm getting. But that additional 600, that will probably end sit like in 4 months.
Damn. So, that's a good deal. $600 a week.
Yeah. That's some money if you're not really spending it on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And during these times, there's not much to spend
yeah,
unless you're doing
really Postmates, everything.
Postmates and stuff like that. Dang, we got people staring at us. What's good, bro? You trying to catch these hands, my nigga? You trying to come on the show, bro?
Should we bring them on the couch?
Yeah. No, ain't nobody talking to you.
You are.
Like, ain't nobody talking to you. Like, look at God. Who you sponsored by this week?
Oh, I got you. So we have Apple products.
You don't have a mic.
So we have Apple products. We have Champion. Sion. That's why we just
Sion.
And I have a little hair tie in here. Sponsored by Target.
Tarjan.
Target.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, y'all guys can go follow her on her YouTube once this quarantine is up.
She's been very
YouTube
active
is
with her
under
makeup
construction,
tutorials.
so-
Yes, that's her way of saying she's lazy as fuck.
I don't think it's important to film right now. We're in a pandemic.
Oh no, it's definitely a good time to film.
Yeah,
What do you mean? You remember?
It's pointless.
Go ahead.
Okay, you remember Xavier, right? So he was telling me, he's like, man, I like what y'all guys doing. Like, y'all still filming and stuff. And I was like, yeah, man. My thought process is like, once this smoke clears, I want people to see us in the front. Like, I'm not just trying to sit in the back and just be like, yep, I couldn't film. I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, so I want to take advantage of the fact that not a lot of people are filming, so we can take their spots while they're
That's really good on
not
you.
doing anything.
Exactly. Because it's funny that you say that you don't, that you're like, oh, we're in a pandemic, I shouldn't film. Do you actually believe that?
You're misunderstanding, both of you, what I'm saying. It's not that I don't want to film.
Lies.
I feel like I don't care about it as much as you guys do. Like, you guys really want me to be this, like...
No, but do you feel like it's just not important enough? Because
I don't think it's important.
Right,
like, I don't
right when this all
and,
started, I agree that like, whoa, the world is changing. Like, this has never happened.
Is that one working?
I
can
feel
make it
like
work.
I just don't want to sit in front of a camera and be like, oh, look at my makeup tips, and like, I don't know.
People
But I
need
also-
escapism right now.
Yeah, but
But,
I
like,
also
do you-
think I see from like other YouTubers that I follow, and one of them, she was talking about how she feels the same way.
But do you think
She's
it's
like, I don't know
wrong
what to film.
to be making stuff? Like, I know
absolutely
like
not.
the people like being like, oh, I don't really want to film, but is it wrong to film right now?
No, I don't think it's wrong to film. I just think like
Eli,
it's
you
a
wanna come
different
on?
industry. It's more of like when you're thinking of, or when you're talking
We
about
got
like
another
the
camera,
beauty industry,
another mic for you.
and when you're talking about all that, like how much makeup videos can you watch? Like I watched several, but it's like they're all the same. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't contribute anything new, and if I do, it's like, oh, like I don't know. I just again, I don't feel like it's important.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to my cousin Isaiah and his beautiful future wife Lauren. He told me make sure I get a shout out.
Changing
There-
subjects,
there you
but
go,
yeah,
sorry.
that's my answer on that. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, because
So
like.
I mean, I don't know.
Because
Maybe-
nobody said it to us yet. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, you
Yeah.
guys-
Yeah,
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that
I
yet.
literally asked
But I was
that today.
I was kind of waiting on that. I mean, except you have no filter.
No, because I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you gonna? You know, I still watch it because I think this show is very interesting and like I tune into it. But
Show fucking sucks.
but it is true. Like, what would you?
Oh, you made the thumbnail.
Me?
Yeah.
That's on gang gang. See, I do nothing and
She
still
is
make
not
the
no gang, guys. Do not come after her. She will go into a ball.
I'll cry. So let's not do that.
Do not come after that
No,
neck.
I think I have certain visions for my channel and what I want to do, and I don't have what I want yet. So, catch me in a
Outside?
couple months. Yeah, that too.
How about that?
Catch me in a couple months. So,
What do you guys do? I mean, we just chilling, Luke.
being sponsored
Being
by
sponsored.
Champion and Tucson.
Yeah, right.
Just hanging out today.
Hanging out
been a lot of-
in the big blue house.
So, but what about you guys? What do you feel is creative content? You know, that could be brought into today's
For
pandemic.
me, I feel like this really shows what people, like creative people, what they can do right now. Because even for me, like working and stuff, like I was during the day, you wake up early, go to work, come back, and then everybody's tired. You're like, oh, I don't feel like being creative right now. But you got all the time. You got all the time, unless you work like McDonald's, and then that's separate.
Grocery store.
But,
Shout out
During
to y'all.
this necessity.
But yeah, doing the
places.
necessity job. But anyway, for those other people, like now's the time to be creative, or you just kind of slip into just watching Netflix, doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like I always seize every opportunity I can, like even if I'm kind of tired or whatever, to at least like learn stuff, doing all that, even if it's just hopping on YouTube, like learning some things. And like just trying to be productive in a sense. And like I watch TV and stuff. I try to just watch TV when I eat now.
I think also it's
Yeah.
different. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm full-time schooling. People forget just because it's online doesn't mean it's not time-consuming. So it's like, I don't know. You guys see me every day. You always see me eating and like watching TV and doing whatever. But there's a good chunks of hours and breaks that I do. That's like, I take a lot of time into my schooling. So it's like, I feel like I'm so drained from that too. That, I don't know. Again, and I have different visions for my channel, which will be not now.
Yeah, let's hope you actually do it.
Watch next year.
You got some like written down on a book or anything?
I do actually. I have a whole
Really?
plan for it. I just don't tell
Really?
you guys 'cause I get judged.
You get what?
I
Get
I
judged?
get just
Oh.
like a little.
Nah. It's not real.
So I don't tell you guys
It's
my
not real.
notebook plans.
Oh, let's see it then.
No, because they're at my house. One, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But I have this idea and I have a structure and like ways of how I want to do it, and then I have people that I follow that I'm so inspired by. But it's like they have their own place, they have their
Yeah.
own things, they have their own lighting, and so I'm not in the position to be doing that right now. But once I get in that position, which is what I'm working for, I will feel so more comfortable filming in a space that I created myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right now I'm in like my bedroom of my mom's place, and it's like I'm in this corner and I have to like hang this up this way because I don't have the necessities to do what I envision or what I know I can do. So it's like, it's coming. Just give me some time.
I think also it's a good time for people to. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you don't create. If if you weren't okay, yeah, scratch that. Scratch whatever the fuck I was about to say. Let me restart back over.
Champion.
It's not a bad thing if you're not creating, if you're writing down ideas.
Yeah.
I think it's also okay that you are, for the people that were throwing out content left from right before the quarantine, people like that, I think is okay if you take a little break during this time to use to maybe revamp yourself, kind of like what you're saying. I agree with both of you guys.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. There's really no right or wrong in this situation. But for me, I'd rather take advantage of the people that are not posting, and, you know, I want to post. So
Utilize
I
it.
see both.
utilize it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we're almost at 300 subscribers, but I think to myself, like, do they actually
How much
like
subscribers?
watch
Take it back.
300?
Subscribe
Almost.
and follow right now.
So it's like, what
We
are
so
you
close.
guys
Hit
actually
the bell.
doing? You know, like, well, how many people we got watching 5? Like, that should be up to like 30. you feel
Yeah, I
me?
don't know. I feel like
But-
for you guys though, from like an outsider perspective of just knowing how much work you guys both put into this, I feel like it might not seem like it now. Like you said, you only have 5 people on here, but just wait. Like one of these days, you know, you're gonna look
To the moon.
down. You're gonna have
To the
like
stars.
5,000 people watching. So I feel like you just gotta give
Speaking
it
of greatness,
again, more time.
Come on down, Eli. Welcome.
Who are
to
you
the
sponsored by today?
couch.
I'm sponsored by,
Sorry, I'm in sweatpants, guys. I definitely should have changed.
sponsored by the Goodwill. From head to toe.
Looking good on this wheel.
I don't even know it's up in H&M.
The Goodwill. The Goodwill.
Nice fit.
It's all H&M.
I don't know. Speaking to
think
it.
so.
Are you sponsored by those
Hello?
fuckers? Fucking racist
Does this
folks.
work?
It does work because I
It's
already I
racist.
Is
tested.
H&M racist?
They
Is
did that
H&M
racist like
racist?
thing with forever ago.
Wait,
H&M.
what? Wait, when did this come out?
Stop real quick. Eli, talk.
Hola.
Yeah, it's on. I see the volume moving.
When did this come out?
This was forever ago. You remember when Weekend had a line at H&M, and then H&M put out
Oh, the
a
monkey
sweater and said monkey something. And it was a
Yes,
black
and
kid.
it was a black. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
and that
Who was
pushed-
Monkey in the
controversial.
Jungle or something.
That was
Yeah.
because I love H&M. Don't get it twisted, but
She's sponsored by
Kinda fucked up.
sponsored by H&M. But I feel like if they're controversial, ooh. So I remember that. I just feel like it was a bad decision call on probably some caucasity that we
Who was
had.
the marketing people?
I think
on
who
that?
was the marketing people, because when it first came out, I was like, I know that no person of color, POC, was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I know.
That's if they had any say. Like,
Exactly.
all right, we're
If they
going
had
with
any
it.
say.
Anybody has anything? Okay, Jim,
They
we'll talk
probably-
later.
yeah.
All right, we're going full
We're
force.
going for it, and then
We're
Jen's
going-
like, what did I say?
It'll be fine.
I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think
Great. You like your job, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's a great.
You got at least that one black person there to say that's not okay.
you just got to get the.
Okay.
But I feel like that happens a lot in your guys' industry and what you guys do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
People don't understand the perspective of a person of
Diversity.
color and of diversity until you have someone that's like a person of color or with diversity to say like, yeah, that's probably not the best idea.
I love it.
You think Tyrone?
Yeah, like, it's so bad, but it's so needed.
Hello, hi, thanks for tuning
Got the
in.
people in chat.
We ain't doing
Well, I'm not gonna
shit.
try.
Thanks,
and pronounce
Luke.
the name.
Oh, by the way, go check out Luke's new
Yes.
remixes. He's been coming out with some fire shit. Luke posts wherever you can find him. I think he put it up on SoundCloud, but then it got taken down or something.
Oh shit,
Luke, I
what?
miss you.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, I got taken down already, or that was quick, or something.
God damn.
Or wherever,
Song
wherever they
got
can find it.
taken
And Dr. Oz. Did
Wow.
y'all see Dr. Phil flip out? And
Wait,
Dr.
what?
Oz?
What? No.
No,
No?
No.
Wait, send that link
I've
this
never
way.
seen Dr. Phil lose his cool. So I don't know.
I'm
All that money, that's why.
I'm Dr. Phil. I got a nice house in Texas.
Dr. Phil got a TikTok now.
Of
No
course.
way. You're lying.
Of course. What else is there to do?
Yeah, it has.
Of course he has.
You got to
a
stay relevant. Shit.
Right.
But is he using it, or is someone using it for him?
I seen a post a long time ago.
But it's he.
Or is he
using-
just having like an assistant? Hey, film this for me. All right, post it.
He's stunting on that. Oh yeah.
Hi, Megan. Who's Megan?
Oh, Megan Hook.
Megan Hug, what's
Megan Hug.
What's up,
good?
Megan?
I dub.
Yeah, he having his best life.
Oh
Living his
man,
best life right
He said,
now.
yeah.
Wait, is he live right now?
no, it's just
How many?
No, the captain.
16 million likes. Wow.
Well, I'll pull it up on here so
3
y'all
million
can see.
followers.
TikTok. It's just Dr. Phil.
Yeah, he's living his. Look at it. He's living his best life right now. Look.
got in the coop and not. He broke
It's-
down because he broke. What?
You know, some
Luke?
people on they're really bold
Mm.
for using some of the clips.
So here's Dr. Phil for you. Hold up.
Putting in the coop and lot.
Dr. Filler up.
So, Eli,
Sounds
over
good.
the behind the scenes, you were mentioning about Marvel was pushing some
yeah.
things back.
So there's a bunch of. No, there's a bunch of movies that got postponed to next year. A lot of them were Marvel movies.
Damn.
Let me see if I can pull it.
Oh, I know one of them was DC, like Batman got postponed to
I was so
October.
sad about that.
October.
Yeah, so Black Widow is coming out November 6, 2020.
Oh, okay.
Eternals is coming out February
Wait,
12th.
pause. Can I say I felt like Black Widow should have come out way before.
Yeah.
That was a plan.
Was that a thing? Or
Yeah,
I'm not
but
super into that
they're trying to
side.
get they trying to get their money because if
Right.
they would have pushed it out, they would have never got like the amount of money. So
Well, which sucks though. That's a whole different thing. But
It would have made a lot more sense if it came out like around
shout out to
before
women
Captain Marvel or
being
something.
overshadowed by men.
well, this coronavirus kind of fucked that
No,
up.
this was way before though.
Fucking everything.
Like I feel like you know what I
A
mean.
Black Widow?
Yeah, I
Well,
just
so
feel
it's
like
a-
from a girl's perspective.
Oh, you
it's
think
kinda
her movie
shitty.
should have already came out?
It should have
before?
came out before
Yeah.
they showed her dying in.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, when you
Spoiler.
put it that way.
When I put it, yeah, like I'm not saying that.
Man, no, fuck that
No, no,
spoilers.
no, no.
Fuck that. If you have not, if you have not
Sir.
seen
No,
Endgame,
yeah. You
whoa,
lost it.
that's
You
your
lost your
fault.
mind.
We are way behind that spoiler shit. That's your
No,
fault.
I'm just saying. Yeah, if I put it that way from a girl's perspective, it
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
For me, when I found out about it, I was kind of hurt by it. I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, they
course
they
it come
definitely
out
should have.
after.
It would have
Yeah.
made sense to.
But before,
Like,
like every
that
other
out.
movie that's been like that. Every other feature that's been someone themselves has come out before, and then when it's in a group one, and you know that person dies, like you already have the backstory of that person. So
Love
now,
that.
why would you have a backstory now? But she already died. It's just kind of like, I don't know.
And it's like the events after Civil War.
Yeah.
But they did
Hashtag
say that. You know, so it does suck what you're talking about, but what's cool about it right now is that at the time they didn't have the rights to X-Men or Fantastic Four. So
Okay.
what they're incorporating in this one is the low-key introduction of the mutants. But
Yeah.
they're not going to say mutants, but if you know about comic books, you'll know
Yeah.
like,
That's
oh,
why
that's a
I'm like, I don't
mutant.
know enough
So
about
it's
that
like
side.
that's kind of cool. So this is a prequel, but they're also like showing some
They're introducing
future
new-
stuff,
some
you
new
know?
mutants,
Like
yeah.
that's pretty cool. So
I heard
but
about that, too.
It is what it is, you know.
Yeah. They're trying to do that for her and Captain Marvel. They're introducing some new mutants.
But like I've said off camera, if you've hung out with me, time travel was introduced, guys. So there's a very good chance that she could easily pop up.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Ghidorah,
That's the only thing
what's her
that'll
name?
make me feel better.
I'm gonna say Ghidorah. Please correct.
Ghidorah,
Fuck
the
up.
green girl?
Gamora?
Gamora.
Gamora?
Gamora. Yes.
Wow.
Girl, Gamora?
She got killed,
Excuse me, sorry.
like really killed, and then
Blair doesn't know
they
royalty.
brought her back, a future, like a past her, future her, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very probable that
There's
it could
different
happen.
universes too, so it's like
So
Yeah, and if you think about it, Captain America went back to put the stones back.
Yeah.
So
it
she might come back.
so everybody's coming back.
could
That's
be.
what we.
But anyways, yeah, go back on that list. What's on that list? Let us.
Sorry, I just had to bring that up.
The next on the list is Eternals coming out February 12th, 2021.
I love that, Megan.
What y'all know about the Eternals?
Megan says, could we have a woman superhero movie that's not also just used as a prequel to another people, though?
Wait, pause.
For other
damn,
prequel
Captain
for
other
Marvel
people.
was
Okay, I-
used as a prequel too.
I super agree with that. I just want, and honestly, like, just I hate bringing right.
I guess there's
through it.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's very.
But
There was Wonder Woman, but
that's for
Everybody
DC.
knows Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of. I just want one black superhero besides Storm.
Besides what?
Storm to have.
Oh,
their
they said
own,
Thorm. I was like, who's Thorm?
No, no,
Who's Thorm?
Storm to have their own sequel. Like I was really excited when Wonder Woman came out, but I was kind of like, I don't know. Is that the black girl in me? Am I a little sad? Like I waited years.
Well, they were
for
never
Princess
gonna
and the
change
Frog.
that character.
I know, but
Yeah,
they need to
that's
create
it.
another one.
They got like
They need to create.
They got a lot.
Really,
They got
they
Riri
do,
Williams.
right?
the
Like
girl-
they have black superheroes in the comics.
They do.
Girls.
Yeah, they do.
So where they at?
Ironheart is black,
Yeah, Ironheart. Riri
but
Williams.
she's coming on Disney Plus.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I can't think of
Ironheart.
anything
Good
else
question.
though.
You said externals. What is
Externals.
that? Externals. I don't know what that is. Did I say it wrong?
It's outside.
Let's see. What do I know about that?
What is
Eternals.
it?
Eternals.
I don't know what that is, to be honest.
The Eternals are like God celestials that's been around on Earth for like 6 celestials that's been on Earth for like
Ever.
forever and
Okay.
stuff like that. And they're going to explain like what they were doing while Civil War was going on and the snap went on or something like that. I don't know much about the Eternals.
Who's the?
Do you think it's
I think the. I wish. See, my homie Ben was watching. He'll tell me, but I'll have to check with him. But I'm pretty sure the Celestials are the ones that created the Eternals.
Yeah.
Like the Celestials are these big, like Titan type characters,
They got a good cast.
and then
Y'all can
they
correct me if I'm
created
wrong.
the Eternals.
I think I'm
And the
really
Eternals
late
are
to
like
this one.
kind of like demigods.
Yes.
They're still powerful though.
Oh, so I think I'm late to this one. I generally don't know.
No, the Eternals are not a
about
super
this.
like familiar comic book. It is and
Yeah.
is. They are basically
what's his
godlike characters that the only bad thing about them is when you introduce them. Okay, so the Celestials, they can be killed because if you go back to Galaxy of the Guardians of the Galaxy, there was a
Okay.
part in their movie where there was like a big head that they were flying to, and that was a Celestial that was like killed a long time ago
Oh.
or whatever.
Okay, I do like how like all these movies have ties.
But they're kind of like
tied into 'em.
they were like one of those characters that you try not to bring into because they're overkill. They're like because they really can't be killed, but they
Okay,
can
so
be
do
killed.
you just create their own movie?
Yeah, like
Just kind of put them all.
they did do a TV show about them too. That flopped. The fuck that didn't do shit. But and there's another character that's overkill is Galactus.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that he's such an
That
overkill
big
character.
motherfucker.
He's the planet eater.
What
But
else is on that list?
But anyways, yes,
Next on the list. Hold up. It is
I think Black Panther is still at the same slot.
I'm
though.
waiting for
It
the
is.
second one.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi coming out May 7th, 2021.
No, that's a film for
That got
the Asian
pushed.
culture that they're
Yeah.
bringing to the forefront.
Nice representation.
It was originally supposed to come out like in February,
Mm-hmm.
but it got pushed back. I don't know much about Shang-Chi either.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
familiar with
either.
it. Not gonna front.
Something about the 6 rings, 4 rings. I don't know. But
This was supposed to come back this past February.
yeah, it's supposed to come out like when Eternals is coming out February 12th. That was supposed to be Shang-Chi, and Eternals is supposed to come out like October or something like that. I think y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off the top of my head, but yeah. So everything's just getting pushed
pushed
back.
back.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like this weird gap where like everything's gonna come back, movies are still gonna kind of go, and then there's gonna be the one where production stopped of just like no
Yeah.
movies,
And that's
and then
when
pick it back up.
The Disney shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're to be doing Disney shows.
Yeah.
What's the Disney show? I can't think of it right now. What's
Xavier,
Scarlet Wish.
Wanda Vision.
WandaVision. Yeah,
Yeah.
WandaVision. Yeah. WandaVision gonna fill those gaps. The
And then you got the
Winter Soldier. and-
Winter Soldier and whatchamacallit.
I do like that.
yeah.
And then something else. Then obviously, other than Marvel, you got my fan favorite Star Wars stuff. But you know,
Still haven't got into Star Wars,
Same.
man.
Star Wars.
It's all good, man.
Somebody help me
I
get
tried,
into it.
and then every time,
Yeah.
Me too.
I fall asleep.
Every time.
Every time. Like, and I literally am just like, okay, no.
I really
this
want to.
time, I'm gonna stay wide awake, and I can't do it.
Right.
I don't know.
I
It's
really
all
want to be a
good.
Star Wars fan. I just can't.
I have love for it because I love Lord of the Rings and like Harry Potter, but I
Yeah,
I just
it's all
I
good.
don't know. I
It's all
tried.
good. No worries, no worries. What I want to talk about is the production stop. So Xavier, shout out to X. He was actually booked on the reboot of Saved by the Bell,
Oh shit.
and they had stopped production because of the coronavirus. And me and him had a conversation today that, this moment of freeze sucks for the people that had got booked and signed the contract. Okay, hold on. Got booked to do a show, but didn't get to do it because of coronavirus. And it's a good thing for people that haven't got booked. The reason why I say that is because now casting directors have all this time in the world to actually look at other options if there was potentially other options.
Rather than just picking the top.
Yeah, so it's like we cast Kiana, but we get stopped. Well, now I have all this time,
Really
and now I might rethink. Like, damn, do I really want Kiana now?
Yeah,
like she
we're the
didn't sign the
right-
contract, so I mean, like,
She is sponsored by
damn,
Champion now.
like, and it sucks for people like that. That was like, yeah, we want you, and then you didn't get to film your thing, and then now you're in this limbo because you don't know when production is going to start, and there's a very good chance that for whatever the reason they just don't want to go with you now. They just like, you know what, we rethought it and we actually want to go with somebody else. We're going to change the character Asian.
That's so
Yeah.
sad.
That would suck.
And that sucks.
Yeah, that really sucks.
But I've talked to a few people and I really hope that a new generation of like actors come and start, I really hope Hollywood takes their time to actually look at all these like videos that they're saying, and because casting they're not making any money. So normally casting, they say like, oh, they only look at 30 seconds of your video, but you got all this time. So now they're just sitting there like actually watching people's videos. And I'm hoping that they are taking advantage and actually really, really analyzing what talent is out there. Because I mean, yeah, you can figure out who's talent in 30 seconds, right? But now since you got all this time, there's no reason why you can't watch 2 minutes of their monologue or 5 minutes of their reel. I mean, but there are somebody out there that's probably going to say, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
We're still busy.
We're still busy, which I'm sure you guys are.
No, I bet. Yeah, because like people are already staring at their screens like 5 times more now. So
We're
the last
waiting
thing they
for
probably want to do is watch even more of what they need to. So they're just going to do. Everybody's always going to do the minimum, no matter what. If
Yeah.
anything's going to change, is if it's for somebody's personal sort of like
Sounds
projects. That's when
Beans.
the thing's going to go towards. I think.
Yeah.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Yeah. But next on the list is Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness coming
I'd like
out.
to see that one.
Yeah, me too.
I like the first.
It's coming out November 5th, 2021.
Okay.
That's going to be about the whole multiverse thing that might introduce the mutants. And
I like that because the possibilities it brings.
yeah, and it's directed by Sam Raimi.
Hey,
Sam Raimi,
Mr.
so-
Robot.
He
There might be a chance they might bring
also have a TV show. on
OG
Quibi.
Spider-Man. They might bring back OG Spider-Man from another multiverse. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I know they talked about Toby and Andrew Garfield, like
Yeah.
bringing that
Yeah,
kind of
Andrew
that'd be
They
kind of
need to do that. Yeah,
That'd be
'cause
kind of crazy.
almost
But
everything.
then now you question like, so if we do that, can we bring Miles? Like he already made the screen,
right.
but might as well bring him. And then Gwen,
Yeah. Oh.
she was. I
gal.
mean, you might just bring all the Spider-Mans up to the forefront. Bring the pig too.
I mean,
Fuck it.
they pulled it
Yeah.
off with Spider-Verse.
Hey, that shit was hard.
That shit was hard.
Hard.
Yeah, man.
Style and everything. Yeah. That
What
shit
else
was
is up?
awesome.
Next on the list is Thor: Love and Thunder.
I love anything that has to do with Thor. So
Why?
I I don't know. I'm kind of like a nerd for that type of style of film. Like I don't.
80s type.
Yeah, like I'm just. I don't
80s
know.
nostalgic type. Yeah.
That's more Ragnarok. You're talking about even like earlier
Yeah.
Thor stuff.
They're
I
doing the
love
same thing with this one too.
Ragnarok. I don't know
Yeah.
about like the earliest one, but like one of my favorites is Ragnarok.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Because
I just, like,
once Ragnarok came around, I'm like, okay, I like Thor now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I just. Oh, I love.
Taika
I love that
Waititi,
movie.
man. Taika Waititi flipped it. That's gonna be coming out February 18th, 2022. That's
Oh,
a long
gosh,
ass
I'm just be
time.
waiting.
Damn.
2 years from
I
now.
want it. I want it
Look,
now.
all these films coming out, man. I got opportunity to get in one. You feel me?
Ready
Right?
when you are.
Yeah, in one. But you know, it's
They
cool.
They finished shooting Thor though.
Oh, that's cool.
All they gotta do is just do like reshoots and stuff.
Which,
That's cool.
Yeah, can't do.
But that I know that's gonna be dope. Taika Waititi coming back. He already got the theme music for the trailer and everything. It's gonna be dope. And yeah. And next is Black Panther 2 coming
I've
out
been waiting my whole life.
May 8th, 2022. Have y'all seen Chadwick Boseman lately? He looks skinny. He looks like he lost weight.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
I saw it.
the movie
Yeah.
that he's in where he's a detective
I
and is like 22 Bridges or something?
Oh yeah. That was actually pretty
It
cool.
was a really good movie.
Yeah, it was cool. I
I
fucks
wanted
with
to
it.
see that.
It's
That's
nice
all.
to-
It was
Chance
good.
to.
It's nice to see him in a different you know,
My question is,
character.
and I'm sure everyone is questioning too, can Black Panther 2 do what it did when it first came out?
think he can.
It's still got the hype. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll still get the hype, but however, just thinking about it, I think during that time when like Black Panther came out, it was such a strong like pivotal moment
Mm-hmm.
for people of color. Like you had Black Lives Matter, you had protests, you had all, like it's big. Now, not
Yeah.
saying that people don't still feel that way. Not saying that that's not still a thing. I just don't think it's as heightened as it was that year. Like that year was like aggressive. Like you had Zimmerman, you had you had people getting shot. Like it was people of color being shot.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like it was a really bad
Perfect time to put out a movie like that.
Perfect time. So not saying that it won't get the same hype. I don't know. I think it'll get definite love from people of color in that community. I just think I don't know when Black Panther first came out, it was like the world was ready to watch that movie. Like it needed to be said. So now I feel like it's one of those things where it's not necessarily needed to be said, but we're gonna push it anyways.
Yeah.
But it could still be a positive. Like I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still here for
Ooh,
it.
I definitely got a question. You can go, Eli.
Oh shit. Okay. And last on the list is Captain Marvel 2 coming out July 8th, 2022.
That's cool.
Yeah, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest,
that's
that's
a-
not my favorite in the series.
So with Captain Marvel 2, they said this is just a rumor, but they said they're going to bring Rogue from the X-Men, and
Okay.
Rogue is going to,
Take her power?
Yeah, take her powers, and they're going to be fighting and everything. They're going to introduce quite a few.
I think
X-Men through that.
Logan might even make an appearance.
Oh, really? I thought he was.
I heard
Thought he was
about
dead.
No, I thought he-
Spoilers.
I just thought he was done with that. role.
Look.
I didn't think he'd want to do
They
it.
talking about bringing back the original Xavier too. What's the name? Patrick. Patrick.
Mr. Patrick.
I still love X Men though till the day I die. I love that
Oh, yeah,
entire
X-Men. X-Men always.
series.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to ask you: have you watched that TV show? #Black AF.
No.
It's by the creators of Blackish.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there was an episode in particular that I was like, "Oh, I see what they're doing," and this is I want to ask your guys' opinion on it. So basically, the episode was talking about how the lead guy, the dude that created Blackish, he's in his own show. He basically was saying how black people only we tend to dog like white people movies and whatever critique.
What do you mean by we?
I'm just putting black people in the
Okay.
community. And that when it comes to black films, they don't critique it as hard as they do for a white film. They basically just support it because it's a black person. They're not supporting it because it's
'cause it's
creativity.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or
so
it's- yeah.
for example, in that episode, he was like, he asked some his black family members, what you guys think about Green Book? And they were like, oh, it was whack, blah, blah, blah. Directed by a white person.
Okay.
But it was like a Tyler Perry movie. Ah, that's so good. Why was it good?
Yeah.
It was good. It was just good. But why was it good?
So,
It was good. And I was like, I understand where he's coming from because, like, bring a little politics in it. When Obama was running for president, I feel like mostly everyone of color just really voted for him because he was black
100%.
and trying to make history. Great. It's awesome. Let's make history. But then there was probably the percent of people that was actually like looking up what he was doing. Like, is he a good president? Look up his, resume. But I know for a fact most of them was just voting because he was black. But it's like, I understand where he was coming from in that episode because he was saying like, we as black people, we're not taking, if white people are not going to speak up to us, we need to speak to each other to tell each other like, yo, your shit wasn't good. This is what you can do to do better. You know what I mean? So do you feel like when you see a film that's directed by a black person or a TV show like Black Panther, did you see it because it was black driven, or did you actually see it because you wanted to know more?
It's a really big question.
I wanted to see it.
No, you go, because mine, I don't know. I'm more like in schooling and like thinking about
I wanted to see it
that.
because
So you say it first. Yeah.
Because what was the end of Infinity War when Captain America showed up? I wanted to see it because it was connected to the universe. I was like, yeah, dope. We got a black superhero, but Blade did it first.
Yeah,
But
That part.
true. Let's not
Period.
forget about Blade, y'all.
yeah, but I wanted to see the connection and everything. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, but it's still connected. I'm gonna watch it because of that, which it came out to be a really good movie. But
Good night. Thank you.
But I think for those who don't know like everything there is to know about this genre and everything. So when Black Panther, let me give a different example because Black Panther was huge and I think it was a cultural movement and of course I'm gonna watch it to support black people. But I also hope that it's a good movie. Like I hope it's not. I hope it wasn't trash, which it wasn't, and actually I liked it. But okay, for example, like Princess and the Frog. I've waited my whole life for a movie like that to star a black character because I never, like not once had that growing up. So that I watched because she looked like me. So it's so nice to finally have that representation on screen. And I was like, oh my gosh, are they serious? Like, whoa, they're so bold. Like, and it's something so simple to me. So there's that. And then when Black Panther came out, I did both. I watched it because, mostly every character in that film is black. And I was so proud and so excited to actually have that, like, screen representation.
Yeah.
That I feel like, and I also feel like it was a great movie, but you also had to understand, like, when you're watching those type of movies, you got to understand what America started on, and it started on racism. So it's like, if you don't get that, you're not going to understand, like, the deeper connection of what that movie is. Because, like, if you think about, like we were talking about this when it first came out too, like the different sides of it. What was his name? The one Michael B. Jordan played. What was his character?
Killmonger.
Him. Yeah. So he was so angry. You know what I mean? But you have to understand why. Like you have to understand like the history of it. Like I saw what they tried to do with it, and then it shows you the other side. That was why am I forgetting his name?
T'Challa?
Yeah, T'Challa.
Wow.
So it's like you get his side of it where he's like, I see where you're coming from, but it's not going to change anything if you keep acting so angry and like, you know what I mean? So I think if you're watching it just to watch the film, it's a great film, but you have to dive a little more deeper into it. And I'm excited that it happened.
So in that episode, he was more talking about not what like cast. He was talking about the people directing like black films, and what he meant by black films was like directors that are black produce like making the film.
I think
not the cast.
At that point though, I don't think it matters the race. If you come out with a great movie that you directed, that you produced,
but like I was
it's a good
saying,
movie.
in the part of the episode, there was he got invited to a screening, and his wife and a couple people were like, his wife and everyone else was laughing at the film. It was just like, oh, it was like funny, but it was good. But him and his daughter was just like, didn't like think it was good. So he brought the attention to like other black directors, and he asked their opinions about the film, and they were like, oh, it's
Were they having a Zoom conversation?
Yeah, they're having a Zoom guy,
Yeah.
and he was
Part
like,
of that.
"Oh, it was
seen
good."
part of
And he was like, "Yeah, but like, what about it was good?" Oh, it was good. It was good. And one of them, like, he got invited to a like a Q&A for the film,
Okay.
and he during the Q&A he just came out and said, "I didn't like the film. I didn't like the film. I didn't think it was good." And basically, all the black people were mad at him because he didn't support it because they felt like he should support it because he's black. But his way
Yeah.
of thinking is like, I get it, but like I'm gonna support it based on creativity. Like if it was good, I'll say it. But I'm not gonna support it just because
But that's
a
another.
black director directed it.
Yeah, it's just another.
And so what he was saying was like,
No.
if I direct a film and you direct a film, you should tell me. If
Yeah,
the white people are
person
not
of
going to
color,
say,
then
you
you
should
should
tell
say
me
it.
like if it was good or not. I shouldn't have you just tell me something. Oh yeah,
That's like
good.
the Tyler
Like you
Perry
need
movies,
to.
though.
Yeah, you need to. I would need you to speak up. Like, did I actually do good, or are you just saying
I
that?
feel like the majority, like, to find those people, like, of your own race to come at you and tell you, like, oh, I didn't really care for that, it's a different group of person of color. Like, there's two different, like, you know what I mean? Like, just because we're all people of color doesn't mean we all think the same way. So it's like, and I've seen that too with some friends. It's like the friends that, like, I don't know, for me, because I'm mixed, they say I'm either too white or too black. It's the same thing. Like, I can't win with anything. So it's like, you're not going to win in this either. So you're going to have someone like my opinion where I'm like, okay, if it's a good movie, I'm going to let you know. If you created something like you, Blair,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, this is shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull you aside and I'm going to let you know that this
I know
is
you
dirt.
won an award, but
Like,
that
this
shit was
is
whack.
garbage.
Whose dick did you suck?
Like,
It was Bob's. It was
because
Bob's.
that's just who I am. But I have known personally other people who are black who don't think like that. Who will straight
Yeah.
up say, your film was great. I'm so happy. You know,
Dick
go.
grinders.
You did good.
Yeah, did great.
You
So,
did
like, way to go,
good.
black people. Like, you know what I mean? But
You're
then
making progress.
you're putting out
Did you
shit
think the film
content.
was actually good? In their head, they're probably, nah, shit was whack, but I'm
But-
gonna still support you.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So I guess it just depends what audience you pull from. And it
Yeah.
could be both. But that's how I felt like Black Panther was. It's like both of them.
Yeah.
Same with Obama. A lot of people voted for him just because he was black. But then don't understand his policies. And like
Yeah.
I love Obama. Some of his stuff didn't work, but some of it did. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yep, 100%.
period. That's our topic on race. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
I want to say one thing, just then we can end it. When movies like that do come out, like Black Panther and
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog and Into the Spider-Verse, when they came out and I found out that they were genuinely good, I was genuinely happy because when I go to an audition, like it'll go it'll like people in the entertainment business and in production and everything, they'll see it, they're like, oh, this is working. So like when I go to like an audition or something, like they would consider me because
Oh, I like that.
because it'd be like, well, this did good. Black Panther did good. Got an Oscar. Spider-Verse did good.
Yeah.
Got an Oscar.
It does help.
Princess and the Frog.
I was gonna ask you guys,
Everybody
like, how
loves
do
it.
you
What
guys
up,
feel
Raven?
about that? Like, when you go on auditions and those things, do you agree with what he was saying? Like, do you feel like you have more or less of a chance than like your counterpart of someone who's lighter skinned? I mean, like, I know the answer, but like, do you actually feel that way?
I think a little
I
bit.
have a better chance because my skin tone, because of what has
Because
already
maybe
succeeded.
because now have like what's already succeeded. But like, do you think like back then that wouldn't be a thing?
Oh,
like,
no.
It'd be harder for you to.
Yeah, it'd be
in
harder,
or-
100%.
It'd be harder back then.
Ooh, well, there's Sidney Poitier.
Raven says, so can we just have an iconic black love story?
There is
Yeah,
one. It's
there
the
are.
picture, isn't
Yeah.
it? So that's new. I don't know.
Photography.
Is it is it the
Photography.
Yeah.
photographer, like the picture,
Photograph or something?
I think what she
seen
wants
it.
is like something more on the bigger mainstream scale.
Yeah, the photography.
Like something like big.
Yeah. But I also
top.
think for that type of thing, like, you have to have people to back that up. That's not just people of color. That's white people too. You have to have everyone supporting that. Like, because think of like The Notebook. Like, yeah, it's a great movie, but it's the two main characters are white. So if you do that same thing and put it with all black characters, I don't think the numbers would be the same. I think it'd be less. But I don't think it's it could be the
It has to be
same
a really
exact
good story.
movie. Same story,
Yeah.
amazing story, but you have to have the people to back
Then you
it up
also got
do
to
it.
think like as are we colored people actually gonna like a love story
Yeah.
type thing?
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like
We might be like, yo, dog, that's cheesy.
we tend to ride movies where black people are shown more as heroes and like toughness and like action stuff, but as a love story,
might not do the
I don't know if that would really appeal, especially to black men.
Yeah.
We're
Well, like when the picture was it the picture of the photograph, and like when that movie came out.
I mean, even the Notebook in general, all guys don't even care for the
Well,
Notebook.
no, yeah, it's hard to get to that audience, but then I don't know. But even when
the photograph
movie came out,
seen
I didn't know. Was it good?
It was good. It had its flaws. It was a good love story, but it had its flaws. So it's not going to go down as an icon. It's going to be forgotten in the next 3-4 years.
Love and basketball, I ain't forgot.
But
That part, period.
That's
hashtag facts. I love them.
See, you gotta have some sports in it too.
Maybe that
like, I mean, I don't know.
Love
like,
story,
if
but
you're gonna do it, you're gonna know your audience. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You just have to know your like. You have
we
to know,
like sports too. So
yeah, you have to know the black people's audience. You have to know how like people of color, bring in something that's familiar to them, like the barbecues, all that shit. If you bring that
most
in,
guys do know what Notebook is, mainly because women throw it in our faces.
Because it's a great movie. It's really not that bad.
You're not wrong, Raven.
It's a dope movie.
It's a good.
Yeah, I guess the initial thing was just something iconic that people know about.
I was
It's
trying to do an iconic one and then putting it. Okay,
bad
example.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's actually if you can get in touch with that side of yourself, it's a pretty decent movie. And I'm not one to be crying. I'm very cynical. Like I don't.
So
that,
I've been thinking lately about, and you guys know how I feel about it, is like I want to see a movie or something, and maybe I'll probably create it down the road if nobody beats me to it. But like we do a lot of these like racism movies and stuff where, white people kill black people and, power movements at the end of the movie, justice gets served, finally. But like we as, me as the black community, we don't like to admit that we have a lot of black on black crime that happens that doesn't get talked about a lot. And I recently found out why, even more why. But I would love to see a film where it shows black on black crime just to see how the black community actually feels about that more than white on black crime. Because I feel like a lot of times that because we still have this hatred towards white people, the value of a black person's life is greater when a white man kills you. Yeah. But when a black man kills you, it's almost like, oh damn, that sucks. Like I know there are marches. I know there is like groups to stop that, but I feel like the black community, we rage more when a white man kills a black man, so we march more, we hate it more. But like, I don't see us really marching for when our own people kill each other. And I know they probably feel something, but
there's like a lot of there's a lot of textbooks written on this just because I'm a nerd, gang. Anyways, and it mostly talks about. Sorry, I should say something different. But anyways, it mostly talks about the intent. I think that's why it's not blown up as much as it is. The intent is different, and not with every case, but like most of the time when a white male usually kills a black male, there's a lot of racism that comes out, like, oh, their text messages said this about, they're saying the N-word, they're doing this, like the intent is very, very different. Now, I don't know how much that intent is when a black person kills another black person. You'd have to go about the reasons, but most of the time the reason isn't because I'm killing you because you're black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm killing you because you stole from me or whatever, yada, yada, yee. It's not the intent. That intent is so different. And it's like, I don't know, it's like you're asking some big questions, dude, that have big answers, and I need to whip out some textbooks.
I just don't think they have. I just think it should be on the same.
I do think it should be
the
talked
same
about
level
more.
Because what's interesting, like growing up, like still to this day, and it's all lifestyle. Depends on where you grew up and live. I've never been disrespected by anybody like a white person to my face.
Me either.
To
Yeah.
my face. Now, they probably say stuff behind my back.
Right.
But I've never, ever, and I can read between the lines. I've never had a white person threaten me, had a gun to my face, say they're going to kill my family,
Me either.
Right.
say they're going to beat me up, try to threaten, like nothing. And what bothers me is that like I've had that happen for my own people, and I'm supposed to like, you know, love
Be buddy
you,
buddy,
but
yeah.
and I'm supposed to hate him, but as I'm hating Joe, I got a gun behind my head from my own people.
And I got that.
But I'm like, what?
I got the
Make no
opposite
sense.
growing up. I think it just is where you're from.
Yeah,
And
no, it's a
like,
li-
I'm
it's a
from
lifestyle.
Utah, but I've had several white people call me the N-word.
Yeah,
call me
it's
all
a
types of
lifestyle.
things. Like, so I've never been more disrespected by the white person than I have by. See, but then when I get to like my black friends, it's like I'm too white for them. Like I'm too, so that it became that problem. And
It's
I was
crazy,
like,
man.
why do I have to act a certain way or do certain thing? But one thing Raven did say, she commented and she said, but what about the black people like me? Are you talking about
dark
because you're
skin.
dark skin?
Yeah.
See, and I think dark skin, like I wish I was darker. I love that complexion. Always have. I think Raven's skin, just for an example, is like the pristine, like how that's what I imagine when I imagine, you know, black women. But again, like you have to have the right audience for it. You have to have people open to a movie like that to have that type of skin tone. Like
And
Black
that's what
Panther.
they were trying to do with Black Panther.
Yeah, that's what they
That's
tried
what,
to do.
I mean, it's kind of what they did
still-
because Michael B was the only real light skin in that whole.
Yeah, but even Angela Bassett too. She's like she's black, of course, right? But she's not darker. She's like what, a couple shades darker than me, probably in between you and I.
She said no
For
for love
love
movies.
Love movies, but like what? Because she said, but what about the black people like me for love movies? Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Issa Rae is like her complexion.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know. I don't know if that's what she meant, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to see that more. I just don't know what the reaction would be from it.
Yeah.
But then going back to what you were saying, I don't know.
Throw
I
that ass in a
do
circle.
think that we're throwing it back around. I do think black on black crime should be talked about more. Yes, and I will say this: in my schooling and just what I go to school for, it is talked about. But if you're not in that environment, if you're not in school environment, if you don't do college, do any of those things, you're not going to know about it. You have to engage yourself in that
True.
education to know about that, and then that's when you change that narrative and you change that intent. If the community in our world doesn't do that, it's going to stay the same.
Yeah.
White people are going to kill black people, and we're going to be way more angry about it than a black person killing a black person because we don't change our perception the way we think.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother, it's a whole nother deep-rooted issue.
All right. Well, let's change the subject to something happy and fun.
Hashtag America.
How do you guys feel about sex?
How y'all feel about that unemployment?
Sound effect for that.
Quarantine sex.
You gotta be
Sex
creative.
noise, right?
Most black people I ask don't really care to see a happy black love story, so I guess the views aren't there.
I like how
Yeah,
every
true.
time you talk, it goes to like my face, and I have this dumb face. It's not on.
Yeah, because it's not on
I'm
you.
like saying something educational, and he's
It's
like,
not on
I'm
you.
like,
yeah.
It's not
it
on
goes to
you.
my face, and I'm like,
That's deep.
Hate it.
Raven, shout out to you. We love you. And
Throw that ass in a
sooner
circle.
or later,
Hey.
we're going to have them black love stories directed by
God.
Blair.
Nah.
Eli, I don't know. I'm not in that industry, so it's not for
Look,
me. but-
holler at me when you want to do some like science type movies.
science
Sci-fi?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
Sci-fi.
My debut.
We wouldn't get through anything because all you do like and action.
Don't laugh. No, it's just so
bro.
funny. Like,
Start over. Wow,
said not by
Raven.
Blair.
Okay, that's cool. No
don't worry,
worries,
I can't
Raven.
be.
Don't worry.
I can't be in any
Well,
either.
I'll you know what? Just because you said that, I'll make one, and it'll be fucking phenomenal.
Starring both of you.
And I'll make sure as I'm accepting my award, I'll be like, I want to thank everybody. Oh, hey Raven, did you see it, girl? It was great, thank you. Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone saw it as I'm looking at you in the eyes, Raven. It was great.
Raven can take my spot.
Oh, speaking of sci-fi stuff, we have a skit coming out soon. Sorry I couldn't get it out before then, but this one's gonna be dope. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on it.
Check out.
We're keeping those skits coming your way.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you laugh every time, bro.
I don't mean to laugh. It's not my industry. Ask me to model. I don't have to say nothing. I can do that.
Yeah, you do have to say something.
Like what?
You have to say no to a creepy guy.
Yeah, I'm vocal. I'm just not. Don't put a camera in front of me and be like, "Here's your lines," because I can't do it. Like even thinking about it now,
It's interesting.
Do a
I know.
monologue right now.
I've tried. Like, I've really tried.
Everyone acts. You know, this is a crazy thing. It's
I
just
love
when you're
lines
told.
with you.
When it's just when you're told to do
Horribly.
it, then like people freak out.
Yeah.
But you do it every day in your life.
I could do
Just
it by
naturally
myself.
do it.
Right
Yeah,
now.
right.
Like
You
when I'm
know?
in my car driving. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've practiced then. I'm like, why can't I do this in front of Blair?
Yeah, I don't
or
know,
even
man.
Joe? I can't do it.
And also before this even started, you're like, I don't want to be on tonight. I don't want to come on. And then
I
like
do.
2 minutes in,
Because like
you
once
just
I
come
get
on.
invited and it's a little easier.
Once I get invited, are you a vampire or something?
You
I
can't
don't
come
ever
in.
get invited. It's just like I'll sit out
I
on the
can't. I need to get
sidelines.
invited.
See, I don't mind being either. I don't
You
mind.
were invited.
It depends because I don't know. It's your guys' auras need to be on track.
See, but like
Is my
when you
aura
invite
not
her,
on
she's
track?
like, okay, but like,
Like,
she's
when I get here, see,
but
but I
it's
was quiet
I
in
don't
the
know if
beginning.
Blair, like,
You have to
all
ask
right,
me
come here,
questions.
little homie. Oh, okay,
I'm like, okay, it's
Okay,
fine.
it's
I'm
fine.
I'm invited in.
I'm invited in.
Like I don't know. I don't ever want to intrude. I guess that's how I feel.
We ain't got shit going on.
Have you seen our show lately?
I love your guys' show, but that's why. Like I don't ever want to just jump on here. Like I'm literally in sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like I don't know why you invited me on here in the first place.
That's the title of this episode. Investing
really?
in new sweatpants
Wow,
for the quarantine.
I think this is easier
it's lazy.
than like if you were to give me lines, I couldn't do it.
Don't read
I'm
it.
sorry, you're
Boom.
dressed today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm dressed because I was trying to show off,
Wow.
trying to look
Little
good.
Cora, did you cut your own shorts? Or they come like that?
Okay, just because I asked her that question, don't mean you can come at me like, what?
Did you though? It's a great question.
No, it's made by Tilly's.
Did you
What's
fold
this
them
made
up
out
or did
of?
they come folded up?
No, they came folded up.
Okay, nice.
So he's saying you looking nice.
Yeah,
Them
looking
shorts.
good for no reason.
looking thick.
Thick.
Three C's.
Boy.
Damn, boy, he thick. That's a thick ass boy. Damn.
Daisy Dukes.
Shout out to he said Daisy Dukes. Shout out to the TikToks.
Shout out to TikTok, man.
Wait, so real quick.
Also, shout out to Courtney. She's been doing some new stuff with her profile. Go follow her. Courtney, I don't know how to say her last name. She's probably gonna fucking hate me.
So go follow her, but
Go
we
follow
don't
her.
know.
Her name's Courtney.
I don't know what her title.
Courtney.
Yeah,
And
let me
We'll find it.
I got
Let's
you
look
right
that
now.
up for
hold
the
on,
sake
hold on.
of-
Courtney.
Let me get
person.
to. Is it attached?
Yeah.
Cool.
do that.
I'll do it right now.
Wait, do you hear that?
She's probably gonna hate me,
Trying to break in.
but
The door.
I won't do it
I
anyway.
thought it was my mic, and I was like, oh, I'm
Ooh,
not really.
am I
moving.
showing my porn? I don't want that being shown.
Stop.
Hey, it's quarantine season, baby.
For
It's
you.
porn season, baby.
For
Wait, is that
you?
you or me? That's you.
Who?
Your thing's not connected.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I just connected to Wi-Fi.
You just
Pretty
connected to the
fine for a
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there I go. Okay, cool. Let me give a quick little. So yeah, that's her, y'all. Go follow her. Go support her. Her new shit.
Courtney.
She's coming up with some new shit and
What'd she
you know,
do?
rebranding. She has her traveling thing that's not up right now because. Do I need to explain? She does fitness, mental health, food, working out stuff.
Ooh,
Words of
sounds like my type of
affirmation and
page.
like quotes and stuff like that. So, been helping her out with some pointers and stuff. So that's her little shout out. And yeah, and we're off.
And we'll get you on the show soon.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me log back in. Get back in on that because there's somebody that is like self-conscious and always second guessing themselves, and it's like, is it okay? And I'm just like, I don't know why they do that. You feel me? So
So you're gonna shout them out?
yeah, I'm gonna shout them out real
Okay.
quick.
Who is this
Oh,
person?
is this? I'm gonna let you type that in first
So,
before I start guessing people.
Yo, go shout out, go support my cousin Eli.
Oh, snap.
He always be
I
second
was like,
guessing
I was
himself.
sitting there and I was like, it was so bright. I was
he
like,
had a
"Looks like
picture
Eli."
of like him smiling with like a pink background. It was dope, but I don't know why the dude
Where'd
just
it
second guess
go?
himself. so
Hey,
many
I'm
times.
sorry. Let me get
So,
a
yeah,
follow.
go.
I
Did you
thought
take it
about-
down?
Yeah.
No,
You put it up and then you took it
like-
down?
I put it on my story. I'm trying
Yo,
to
go
have.
support him.
I'm trying to have a
What is
certain.
it?
Look at that.
Eli, or is it
Awesome Ed. You know, go support him.
I'm trying to have a certain tone in my page.
Yeah,
And
let
all
him.
that pink was like.
Let him know what's good. That's
What's
my
your
homie
what's your
Brian.
tone?
Just
It's
just showing me
but you only have 29 posts on
Maturing.
here. You can add one with
a
me.
little.
Yeah, I know, right?
Showing you maturing.
Like,
I think it looks like. You know.
I'm trying to do like more mature posts.
Hold on, let me.
So Pink's not
pull it
mature?
up real quick.
I mean,
Let's answer that question. Let's talk about that.
It wasn't mature for my page. Hold on. It was that. I mean, it's a good photo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
Why
dope
did
as
you take
fuck,
that
bro. Like, I don't
down?
get it. Like,
What's
I
wrong
don't
with
fucking
you?
get it, bro. That shit is
You look
sick.
so happy.
my God.
Like, that shit
and
is
so
sick,
content.
bro. That's like a sick.
Airdrop that to me real
Airdrop
quick.
Yeah, so I can
Yes,
put.
photo.
We're gonna hack into your mainframe and post it for you.
Let's show the people. And people in
No,
the
that's
comments
a
could
great
say to post it or
photo.
not.
Is it?
I'm salty
I'll
at
post-
you
I'll post it.
specifically
I'll post it.
Wait, and why didn't you want to post it?
I just wanted to.
because he wanted to be more mature in a pink background. It's not mature.
You got Randy's Donuts. That's pink. Right.
He's like, try it again. That'd be a little pink. No, you could do it.
No, I'll. No,
Yeah, bro.
Everyone's telling me now. No,
Yeah, I don't know,
What
man.
is this? Is that pink or is that purple?
that is purple.
Salmon.
But that was
salmon.
That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago.
It's orange. Y'all blind.
I think also like your page is great, but it's nice to have color. Like you have pops of orange in here.
Yeah, that pink,
is
man.
nice,
That's
so
sick,
that
bro.
pink
I
can-
don't know.
All right,
It's
so
also
for
a gateway
people
for you
looking,
to
this is the
add-
one he will not post.
Yeah.
It's a gateway for
Look
you
at
to
that.
add
That's
other
dope.
colors. You could
That's
add
dope.
yellow stuff on top of that.
Yeah, it looks happy.
We're salty at you.
Yeah.
We could put that as his Tinder profile. I guarantee you he'll probably get a lot of. Oh my god, who's this guy?
Who's that?
Oh my
Who's this guy?
god.
I need
Oh
to.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not.
Christian Mingle too.
I'll probably.
Hey, farmers only.
What are you doing with those tissues, though?
It was supposed to be like a what was it, Valentine's Day thing?
We're inspecting your page.
So that's people crying about.
Huh?
Is it a lonely
Post it. Oh,
Valentine's
look.
Day thing?
Look, someone said,
Wait, no, it's the
"Who's
cleaner."
that?"
See?
And then Megan said, "Post it." Such a good picture.
And then look, you got a little heart eyes. Oh.
Oh
Man.
man, I know
That's
this.
it.
Congrats,
that?
you played yourself.
That's him.
That's him.
He's like, whoa.
No way.
I'll post it later this
I'll
week.
post it.
I'll post it later this
Y'all
week.
better go follow him.
Yeah,
then.
because next Wednesday we're
Go give him a
gonna
like.
catch up and see if you actually did post it.
I'm not gonna be posting a lot because I need a fucking hair.
What's that blue thing right there?
That is no, that's a paintbrush.
Ah.
paintbrush.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Clever boy.
That's dope.
No, but I'll post it. I just
Thanks, everyone in the chat. Post
thank,
it.
thank you for that. Thank you for building
you.
my self esteem.
After this, fuck that. I'm
Fuck
not
that picture.
posting that picture.
As soon as the cameras
It
come off,
will
fuck
name-
that picture.
He never posts it, and then like 10 years into his career, somehow it gets leaked, and he's like,
yeah.
"How the fuck that get
Gets leaked by us.
like what? And everyone's liking it, and he gets a million likes, but he still doesn't like it. Fucking hate it, but thanks for liking it.
It's
Still
funny
hate that shit.
I got like 50 photos that's like good like that I have not posted yet.
Oh,
You're
so
one
you're
of those
really
people.
selling yourself out. You're just letting everyone know your secret.
Yeah.
I got 1 million of those.
Got a million of those photos, but
No.
y'all ain't gonna see them.
Man, I thought of something the other day. Have you guys been on Google Earth at all? Like
Sometimes.
the other one. So, if we ever reach 1 million, I thought this would be a dope idea. Because on Google Earth, there's this thing where you just press this little dice up here, and then it just picks a random ass spot in the world, and just kind of takes it to you.
Oh, nice.
So I was thinking that if you would ever make it to like get a bunch of money, you would just on live click randomly where you'd want to go, and then the next video you actually like go there.
Albert.
I
That'd be
don't know what the
fucking-
fuck that is.
Look, that looked like snow.
We climb mountains.
You know what
That
that does
looks
look
like
like?
Austria.
That looks like AKA broke as shit money right there. So,
That looks like you get in the hostel.
that ain't happening, boy.
I like that
you
idea.
keep it in
though.
the States, that'd be
Cobb Country.
Switzerland.
Ooh, where we
Georgia.
When you did your last skit, did you use Google Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this. There's Google Earth, and then there's Google Earth Studios. It's made just for film stuff, and then you can use the cameras and then like do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
It's like
okay.
for
Was that
film.
Atlanta?
Right. I was like, we going to Atlanta, loving hip hop.
We're going to Cobb County.
Oh.
God.
Yeah, it's in the States. That's cool. You know.
Cobb
I'm not
County.
gonna.
We'll just do
continue
one
singing
until
that
it
song.
lands somewhere in the States. Kingman Reef. Where's it? Ooh.
Atlanta.
Oh, where the fuck we going?
Whoa, where
Whoa,
the,
what the
fuck
fuck
is
is that?
this?
Reef.
Oh, you trying to make me go on a swim?
You're held up in water. Island of the Pacific Ocean.
That's where we're going. That little spot right there.
Hey, I mean, it doesn't look too
Can
bad.
you even?
Thank you, Pamela, for the heart emojis. I see that.
Kingman Reef National.
That's pretty dope. Nothing to do there. We'll do one more.
So it's bright.
Yeah, let's go to the casino in Pittsburgh.
Rivers Casino. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'll be glad when we could take vacations.
Oh, right.
I'm so
Do
ready.
you remember that time we're just
I don't like taking pictures. It takes away my soul.
You?
One of those people that I hate pictures. Nah, I don't care. I was just being weird.
I'm pretty sure you're lying.
There are people who
Grandma's one of
believe
those
that.
people.
Yeah, I know. There
Like,
are people
traps
that
their soul into the picture.
Yeah. That'd be a very interesting death. Picture man.
So, what do you guys miss most about going out?
Not having to wear a mask. I think I get it. And
That
I
stuff's
do
so
it
weird to
protect,
me,
but it
man.
just feels awkward.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah,
to
that.
breathe. Like,
Yeah, it feels
like,
weird.
Yeah, I just miss going outside and not worrying about like what I'm touching and like.
Yeah.
Oh
I
gosh,
feel
you
super
know?
OCD claustrophobic.
I miss
Mm-hmm.
being able to have the options to go do things.
Yeah.
now. Yeah. I miss going to bars.
Oh, see, and that's what I miss. Cause what was the last bar we went to that we had those like beignets? We ordered 2 plates of them because we were obsessed.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Oh my gosh! Like those nights are my
Yeah.
favorite, where I'm just
That
with my
shit
friends and like I'm with my group and like
fire.
we just find random spots and I always
That's
pick a dessert on a menu.
fire. Like,
Are you having
that is
flashbacks? You have
fire.
fire.
It just melts in your mouth.
There's
Like-
Where's had beignets.
Yeah,
They're
fire.
bomb. They're originated in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can go for a Krispy Kreme donut though.
Nowhere near.
You want a
Let's get a
donut?
beignet.
I do kind of want a donut.
Oh, I thought you was about to say, I don't know, like you fake ass.
I'm not into donuts anymore.
I'm not into donuts. Okay, okay.
So every time I ever want to get a donut, they're like, fat. When you going though?
Or,
That's so true.
now.
I'm fat,
or
but
he'll
when
be
you
like,
going,
like, you look like a donut.
look like a donut.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But when we going though, I'm down.
But when we go,
Fat. You look like a donut.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, that's why I'm single.
But then we get the donuts.
Yeah, donuts. Question: Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme. I haven't
Kreme.
had Dunkin's in forever.
I've
dude.
never had Dunkin'.
there's a reason why.
Never.
There's not many here. Well, I mean, there's kind of only really one Krispy Kreme around here, but it's a big one. Dunkin' Donuts. I only know of one place
I do
on
want to try
Hollywood.
Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee though. Everyone says their iced coffee's bomb, but I've never.
Word.
I'm down
I
to
don't
try
care
it.
for their donuts. So.
Bum.
Word.
Vlog.
Put a
For the
vlog.
vlog, get naked for the vlog. Yo, we still gotta
When
we
y'all
still gotta
doing?
flip for like Six Flags or Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah,
or,
yeah.
or Universal can be a
Six
thing.
Flags Vegas? I'm trying to go Six
Yeah.
Flags.
So
Yeah,
we're gonna do
We got
this.
tons
like,
of vlogs ideas, but we can't do them right
can't
now.
do them. So that sucks. Yeah, that's what I guess that's what I also missed too.
Fun fact, I've never been to Six Flags or Vegas.
Or
Well, it looks
I've
like
never been
who's
to-
coming on the trip.
We're not
Never.
taking him to
So-
Vegas. That's a no.
you need to be prepped. You need to be prepped before you.
I
go to
seen this
Vegas.
dude drunk before, and he almost threw up in my old truck. But luckily,
That
the
was
door-
your friend's
yeah,
fault.
Yeah, because
They
Eli didn't want to look like a
After
bitch.
They
Eli.
tricked
So
Trick
they're
me.
like-
Okay, so I'm on like 6, 7 shots already, and then so all his friends gather around. They're like, "All right, let's do another one. We're so happy Blair and Eli is here." And then before they take this shot, before we all take the shots, they all look at me like, "Here, you can have our shots." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay, I'll try to be cool." Like, "Okay, I'll try to get." So I drank all 4 of those shots, knowing I shouldn't have took those shots. And as soon as I got in Blair's car, like halfway through the drive, I'm like,
Did you say
Nigga.
something at least?
I said, "Blair, open your
Oh,
door."
yeah, yeah.
Blair, open your door right now.
Right now.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man, come on with. We'll let you
Do it
know.
right
Shit.
now.
If we do it, it's like a flip the coin though, Megan.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like we're just going.
There'll be
the
like,
purpose is-
be like 4 different things. Or 2
We should do like
different
a
things.
round. We should have a flip the coin, but then round it out. So round 1, we like let's say we do Six Flags versus Universal. So Six Flags is like heads, Universal's tails. Lands on heads. So then Six
It's like
Flags
a little,
versus
yeah, a little bracket.
Yeah, Six Flags versus Vegas. Oh, Vegas won that. And then Vegas versus Hawaii. And then Hawaii wins that. And then Hawaii
Oh Jesus!
know.
Could you imagine the Hawaii one?
Oh,
We
It's
stuck on
like,
an
well, we're
island.
going, but
Stuck.
I'm gonna be broke.
we're gonna be broke, so we gotta stay here, work in the kitchen, gotta make that money back.
Got a DoorDash and
Hawaii, like, man, boy. Or somebody's like, you know what, bruh, I'm just gonna stay here and chill. Like, I'm not coming back.
Gonna live here now.
No, I'm good.
be me.
I'm good. Or Hawaii versus like New
Say,
Zealand or
yeah,
some
but
shit.
I'm
Oh
staying.
Jesus!
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure some friends
crazy.
out there like, actually, those trips are very affordable. You just have to do this. Like,
I've actually
now.
heard that from people, and I'm like, oh, fuck you, you're rich.
How is that affordable? Like, I have a friend that he does 6 months in U.S. and then 6 months on a work visa, like, in the country.
Okay.
So he comes back, stays with his mom, makes shit tons of money, and then goes back. Not really. He doesn't come back to the States because he got broke overseas. It's more because his visa was like up, so he needed to come back.
Expired, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's weirdly enough
Luxuries.
doable if you can cancel off most of your bills. Great.
there are some where like your hotel and stuff is included. Like it can happen, but it's still a big chunk of money that you'd have to like save up for just for that. But then if you want to buy anything outside
Ooh,
of
even
that
San
package,
Fran,
it's
too.
expensive.
Throw that in
San
the mix.
Fran.
San Fran.
Yeah, I've been wanting to
San
go to
Fran would be dope.
San
Yeah,
Fran.
that'd be really
Never
fun.
been there.
I've never been there either.
Same.
Actually,
Actually-
have you? No.
JK.
Wow.
I don't know.
Ruined the trip. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be fun now.
No, because we went to San Diego, but my mom had an
San
ex-boyfriend that
Diego?
I don't remember if he lived in San Diego or San Francisco. So I'm gonna say San Diego. I've never been to San Fran. How about that?
What part of San Diego?
Oh, it's when we went. We
Oh,
stayed in
which
PB.
ones?
Oh,
Yeah, that one time we all.
I went.
The
Yeah,
one
I
I
was
didn't
like,
get
I've gone
invited to?
before.
Yeah, that
Wait,
shit
I
was
didn't
fun.
know you then.
No, it's all good.
Did
Yeah.
you know him then?
Yes.
That's my cousin.
Oh, I thought you guys were just
I knew-
friends. No, you guys were actually like cousins.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think we were just saying that
sorry.
because we're black?
No, I just didn't know why you were saying that. I thought you guys were just really close, and I was like, all right.
No, we kind of grew up together. No, we met.
Where have you been?
Where I've been in San Diego. I lived in San Diego.
I'm here now. I'm
I'm
tuned
mo-
in.
I moved here.
I'm tuned in because I knew you didn't live. I thought you lived in San Francisco, to be honest.
Hell
And I
Man,
was
you
like,
making
wow.
all those trips.
I don't know why.
What
he's
money
coming-
you rolling in, bro?
Well, that's why I was like, I don't know why he coming up here all the time. Like, holy shit. And then I found out you lived in San Diego, and I was like, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But then I honestly thought you guys were just best friends. I didn't think.
No, that's
cousins.
my cousin.
Oh, look at that blood flowing. Oh, look at that blood relation. I pay attention to you, I promise.
Nah, it's all good.
No, I stayed in San Diego for like 7 years, and then this year I was like, fuck
You're
it.
done?
I got my SAG, so I might as well just move up here.
Move up here. Okay, so now that we've got that cleared up, yeah, that's why I feel like I've only because I just when did I meet you? I for sure shit didn't know who you were when we went to San Diego because you weren't with us. But I don't remember anything after that. Like I don't. When did you come into my life, Eli?
I remember seeing like you for like a few seconds every time I came over, but like I don't think I really met you till like a few months ago or something like that. I can't remember.
But I'm your cousin.
I'm barely here.
This girl.
Yes, you might be.
There's a possibility
We
the
got
Sorry.
way our
honestly-
family be acting.
we got family
Oh.
They
everywhere.
be acting everywhere.
Oh,
Like it's so crazy how many people I randomly meet.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
no, it's like
actors.
Oh yeah, you guys
Yeah.
like family parties, fucking
Yeah.
huge.
so. Like our
Capital
grandmother, great 10,000 years grandmother. Okay, over exaggerated 10,000 years, but she had like 13 kids, if that makes sense. And those 13 kids had kids. And those
Hella
had
kids after
Oh.
that.
Kids had kids, and those kids had kids, and those kids had kids.
Let's just say in about 20 years, all the black people in Omaha are gonna be related.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
20, 30 years.
I've heard some like crazy stories about our families not knowing one another was
Yeah,
related
like,
and
just
accidentally
incesting it
kiss
out.
or accidentally.
Some
you
of them
know,
don't care.
Oh,
You know,
Because after
that's that
after
backwoods.
Just
after
trying to
two
get the nut
Backwoods
off.
don't care.
two cousins or something, then it's like it doesn't matter.
it's still
Yeah.
weird. Like,
It's-
It is weird, but it's not. There's no complications.
Yeah.
yeah,
the
obviously,
children and
yeah,
stuff.
that stuff. But it's just
it's a
weird.
big
Like, even
thing.
if you're my 10th cousin, I'm like, you're still my
Yeah,
cousin.
the
That's
minute I
so
find
weird.
out you're related to me by blood, it's a.
But
a
it do be
wrap.
pissing me off though. I'm like, damn, she bad. And then I see her at the family reunion. I'm like, please tell me she's just here visiting. She's not family. And then I overhear that she's family. I'm like, damn.
Right. Before Right. Before every date, I'd be like, when's your family reunion?
Yeah.
If you say the second week of August, get out.
You're like, damn.
Get out.
Yo, so there, I was doing a play at UNO. Sorry, I have to say it like
Why
that.
did you say it like?
Because UNL, if you just say UNL, sometimes people can hear the
UNL.
O and they think it, yeah. So,
Okay.
and there was this girl in there, and I thought she was bad. And I was like, I'm gonna shoot my shot. And her name is Queenie. And so me and her were talking, and a couple of the people in the play knew like I was feeling her, and we were just shooting the shit. And I said something about, oh yeah, my cousin is Galen, and she was like, wait, your cousin is Galen? I was like, yeah, that's my cousin. And she goes, wait, really? It's like, yeah. And then she just starts laughing. And I'm like, I was like, oh, damn. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, what's so funny? And she just keeps laughing. I'm like, dang, what's so funny? And then it hits me. I'm like, oh, you and Galen, you guys. Oh, you guys. Okay, I get it. That's my cousin. So you don't want to do nothing with me. Like, y'all did. She's like, no. And I'm like, okay, then what? That's my cousin. And I'm like, you lying. And she's like, no. And then she connected the dots, and I'm like,
That's how it is in Omaha.
That's gnarly.
and what's even ironic about it, before we found out that moment, there was a line in the play where I had to turn around and look at her, and she would say, this is before we knew we were actually cousins, she would say, and she would point at me, to every cousin I lose. So now we know cousins so anytime she says it to me, I would just laugh because my back was towards the audience. So they would, and I'm just like, and then the one girl that I was close with, she was like, I'm sorry, Blair. I'm like, yeah.
To every
okay.
cousin.
Yeah. And she ate that up, and she was like, yeah, what's up, cousin? And I'm like,
gosh.
what's up?
Hey,
Cuz.
After that, did she ever flirt with her? Did she ever flirt with you?
No.
Okay.
No, she just...
Not even you to her.
She knew what I was trying to get at, and
You cut it off right when you found out.
I cut it as soon as
you
like
want
that
to
was
continue the incest?
no. I didn't want to know what level of cousinism.
Incest it is.
I'm like, nope, I'm good. Sorry, nope. But I was
Third-degree incest.
So that was my little moment that
Ew.
if it wasn't spoken, if I didn't mention Galen, then I mean we probably no
I
telling.
would have fucked.
Oh,
Incest.
You trying to make a song?
Some people in
out of
Omaha
Yeah,
don't
let's
care.
make incest the
He said-
song.
incest.
Trying to make a. I don't think that's gonna be a hit.
I don't know if that'll work,
Unless
man.
Limp Bizkit did it, you know what I mean?
I think they might.
I think, like,
Yeah, Clint Biscuit would be the one to make an incest song.
Incest.
or who's the band that did "Everyone Get Down with the Sickness"?
Disturbed.
Yeah,
Disturbed.
everyone get down with the incest.
incest.
Come on, go home, fucking sister in here.
That is terrifying.
That's so scary. Like it's such a scary level of like, oh wow.
Incest. No, that's not. That's all I got.
Wow, guys, this turned.
Probably,
Oh god.
Oh my
I think we
god.
need to cut
Incest the
it.
musical.
Incest the musical?
What?
Incest. That is brilliant.
That is
I need a script.
People in West Virginia would like
It's
that.
serious.
It's in Alabama.
No, West Virginia.
Oh, that's
the
the
blue
most.
people.
The blue
The
people.
blue people.
Yeah, you know about the blue people, West Virginia.
The Gross Sisters?
Yeah, so the blue people in West Virginia are miners that mine this type of rock, and over time their skin had turned blue, and they up in that particular area of West Virginia, there's a lot of incest.
The blue incest.
Yeah,
Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta see pictures. now.
Inbreeding?
yeah, the blue people. They talked about because if you guys remember, West Virginia was the last state to get confirmed cases.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Oh yeah, is
It's
it Kentucky?
Kentucky, yeah.
My apologies.
they protested.
Sorry, West Virginia. Y'all can shoot me later.
Hold the fucking phone.
West Virginia
Yeah.
people like, I know for a
Yeah,
damn fact.
Kentucky was the
About
last
West Virginia.
to get it.
Smurfs, so
And
what's
so
this?
the theory, the
Switch.
funny like theory behind it is because they never go on vacations. They just stay home and fuck each other.
That is
Meth
That is
and
haunting.
I'm happy I'm not
Globinemia.
wherever the fuck
Yes.
you're talking about.
Haunting.
Because it's a no for me.
Yeah. Hey, wait, what are they protesting about?
Because they don't want to be on lockdown no more.
Oh, of
They
course.
say
I
it's
mean,
like-
who wants to be on? I mean, I'm used to it
Yeah,
now.
It
But
makes
they're
it
saying stuff
worse.
like, this is slavery. We don't want.
How do I
We
not
got
know
rats.
about this?
We
The
got
blue
rats.
people.
It's in Kentucky, man. It's not that
I
big
thought
of
y'all
a
talking
story.
about the Gross sisters. at
But they're
first,
blue.
Yeah, I know.
He said, but they're purple.
Yeah, they are
Let
blue.
me see.
They're fucking blue.
They're blue.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's
They're blue.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they're
god. Pull
blue.
it up on the screen.
It's because it's
It's a mystery.
I don't think it's up there.
That is.
Wow, that's wild.
Well,
That's like. I'll give you description. A picture in your
I'm
head.
sorry, guys.
Picture
Thought it
the
was up
purple
there.
girl on.
Hold on.
What was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh, what's her name?
Put the Oompa Loompa thing. Susie or
blueberry.
whatever the fuck.
Blueberry. Yeah.
But, Violet.
All right.
Violet.
Smurfs.
Off the-
Yeah.
All right,
Charlie.
guys. So this. Can you
That
see
is-
this? They're fucking blue.
Do you see the?
That is
Look at
fascinating.
look at them.
The way you make it sound, it's like
The eyes and everything.
Type
I
of
wonder what's their
animal you never
lifespan.
saw
That's
before.
so creepy.
And it's apparently it's from a disease called methemoglobinemia.
It's a big word.
But
Methemoglobinemia.
meth is in there.
Let's keep that in mind. Meth is in there.
Blue fugates. Genetic trait that led to the disease. Methemoglobinemia.
Apparently,
A case called what? Did you just follow
the
me?
excessive amount of
Yeah,
blue
dude, I got you.
of methemoglobinemia in their blood turn their skin blue. It's a blood disorder.
It's a case
Yeah, I don't
called
think
What
it
the
kills them
Fuck?
though.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
I think it's just.
Oh, what the fuck we're doing?
But also, kids are known to like catch that same thing, where like patches of their skin will be blue.
Whoa.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's just from all the families and people, the men that work in the mines, and they contracted it just from years. and just
Hell
doing it.
no.
Megan said Papa
No,
Smurf.
no, no.
crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Blue people.
Well, there you have it, folks.
They exist.
Learn something.
All right.
Today.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
How did we get in that conversation? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Cousins.
No, we don't need to
Y'all
bring it
can't-
back because then
Yes.
we're going to bring it back
Yes.
incest.
But moral story is we are both cousins.
Yes,
I'm glad
guys.
I found
Moral
that
story.
out today.
Incest the musical.
Yeah. not producing that. Not funny.
I need a script.
Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky would love it.
Kentucky edition. All right, guys. Well, that's it. This is shout out by Quibi. Sponsored by Quibi.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Quibi yet, do that.
Quibi is actually really
Yeah,
dope.
Blair
I'm
and
gonna
I
check it out
Blair and I
tonight.
checking out
It's
some of those
really
episodes.
good. It's really good.
Sponsored by Champion.
It's literally just quality shows that are under 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
damn
really
good.
good. Before we go, I have a feeling I'm going to meet Anna Kendrick
Why?
because
Oh, did you see her new
I've
one?
seen like so much of her lately. I started watching Simple Favor. It was a cool movie. Then I started watching another movie of her. And then the show on Quibi, Dummy.
The
And
sex doll
then
one. Yeah.
there's a TV show coming out on HBO Max starring her. And I want to see it. And I'm like, dude, am I going to meet you? Like, am I going to meet you? Because you keep like popping up in my feed of
Champion,
like
of
things I need to check out. And it actually looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to check it out.
Okay,
And shoot.
Megan, that was
Anna
funny.
Kendrick.
That was funny.
Oh, sponsored by
Let's go.
Incest.
I was
Right.
like sponsored by Champion.
It's
But
sponsored by
is
Incest.
fun.
We don't go that way, y'all.
That's not who we are.
Not who we are.
Not yet. Okay.
Wow.
Make sure you guys
Yeah,
hit that
let's hope
subscribe
it's-
button and follow. We're coming out with more skits and stuff. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Kiana. Thank you, Eli,
Thank you.
Thank you for your show. Thank you for your show.
for coming up.
Thank you for the time.
Checking it out. And then we'll see you guys next week, Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to see anything, hit us up in the chat. But until next time, peace.
Don't incest.
Matt, don't answer.
Yeah, don't incest.